fixed. You see Kiriaku leading with Tapu Lele and Tapu Koko.
This is an interesting lead from Kiriaku here, because he has to make sure he's safe against the rain mode. We're not quite sure how he would manage with the double Tapu lead, as Hydro Vortex would KO either of his Pokemon most likely.
We don't see Tommy leading the rain here. He just decides to go with the Tapu Koko on the Muck. The Muck's in a definitely good position here. Threatens both, the Tapus with a strong poison jab. Deals some damage. Interesting to see how Ben moves into that. If he's going to switch one of those into Gigalith to resist that.
So just make sure you set
damage.
Yeah, absolutely. And we also do know that because Muck will have the knockoff move into the Gigalith, that's quite a nice tech, because it will knock off the berry that the Gigalith is holding, which in previous rounds has been really difficult for people to break through. In this way though, because Gigalith's only attacking move is the Rock Slide, once it loses that berry, it loses a lot of pressure in this game because it can't stay around for as long, and it can't really do as much damage either.
Okay, so we see protects from both sides of the field here, going down to Tapu Koko and Tapu Lele. See
we do see the Twinkle Tackle
come out turn 1. Potentially going to either of these mons here. I think the Muck probably threatens it.
I think the Muck is a sketchy target because it will just proc the berry. I wouldn't be surprised to see it go into the Tapu Koko.
Yeah, it's going to take
Yeah. So nice play from Ben. He does know that is a roll to one-hit knock out the Tapu Koko, but Tommy does protect from it, so it doesn't take too much damage there.
Yeah, Muck's going to fire with the poison jab. You're into the Tapu Koko, correctly calling the protect. It's going to pick up the one-hit knockout.
Yeah, really nice there from Tommy, making sure he's keeping his options safe. Muck, obviously not threatened here, so protecting Tapu Koko and just going for any poison jab is really quite a safe play.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, comes up big for Tommy as well.
So see the Gyarados switch in here. Interesting switch. It's going to instantly be threatened by that Tapu Koko of Tommy's, so see how he tries to play around with that, I think.
Especially because we do know that Ben's Tapu Lele does have the 50% berry, so it's a less offensive set, nothing like Scarf, so it's not really threatening the Tapu Koko.
Tapu Koko definitely has rain in the field here at the moment. You can choose to Volt Switch, potentially either targets, get itself into a position later on where it's in its own electric terrain, be able to deal a bit more damage.
Yeah, and Muck is definitely threatening the Tapu Lele here, even though it is at the -1. Tapu Lele can't threaten very much against it.
Yeah, chip damage will be very helpful here, especially for late game, for Tommy's side of the field.
So what do you expect to see here? I think Gyarados can go for the Dragon Dance or the Protect in this situation.
Yeah, I think either of those is, definitely viable there.
Yeah, because Tommy could make a read into the Tapu Lele attacking the Tapu Koko, and he does that. It does look like Ben has also made the read though, so he might be Dragon Dancing here with the Gyarados swap.
Yeah, potential Z-Tech Rage also might come out onto the Muck here.
Yeah, also
trying to drop that, move its threat to the Tapu Lele.
I wonder what Tommy has. I think he probably has the Pelipper. Alright, this could be scary as well.
Interesting, boosting the water power moves from Gyarados there.
Yeah, we'll have to see how he plays around it, but...
Yeah, so the Gyarados does set up the Dragon. That's well played there by Ben.
Yeah, but I think Tommy has also got quite a good play here, because he can Tailwind with the Pelipper, which would mean that Gyarados would have to set up 2 more Dragon Dances before it could outspeed the Tapu Koko and Tailwind.
You see the Psychic into the Pelipper, bringing it down to its sash here.
Yeah, this is really good from Ben.
Yeah, see the Poison Jab come out.
But it is -1, and it is quite a bulky Tapu Lele.
Managed to hang on with 4 HP. That Wiki Berry is going to come out here. Super Citrus, heal 50%.
Unfortunate for Tommy here, but really well played from Ben, to be honest. He makes the hard read that his Gyarados won't go down this turn, and tries to capitalize as best he can.
Setting up that Dragon Dance, very nice play. It's threatening both Pokemon here at the moment.
Yeah. At this point, I think Tapu Lele will be faster than the Pelipper, so it can probably take a free knockout with either a Psychic or a Dazzling Gleam, and Gyarados does threaten the Muck quite a lot now that it's at +1, so Tommy will have to react to this.
I think Waterfall Dazzling Gleam will come out here.
Ooh,
going to do
such
some
a
huge
strong
damage.
Waterfall.
Manages to hang on. It's going to proc that Super Berry of its own here, so should be able to take this potential Dazzling Gleam from the
we do see it,
see the Dazzling Gleam, Spread damage off there. Dropping that Pelipper. Slightly unfortunate. We do see it set rain, and Tommy's Tapu Koko carrying the Thunder, so it's going to be able to get some nice damage off with that.
Tapu Lele does go down to a Poison Jab. That does help quite a bit, but...
Yeah, now that you can potentially switch in, so it's going to negate that rain from Tommy here.
Yeah, true. Also, there is the point that because Tapu Koko took the Twinkle Tackle in the first few turns, it is chipped to the point where Gyarados will just be able to KO with a Waterfall. As it is a +1, Tommy would need to intimidate it.
Yeah, so we see the Buzzwole coming here. It's going to come out and flex its muscles.
Yeah, so no intimidate here. Buzzwole is quite good in this matchup, though. I'm not sure exactly how it can hit Gyarados, but it can do a lot of damage to Gigalith with Superpower.
Definitely threatening Gigalith here, you know. I don't think the Gyarados should be able to take out that Boswell even at +1.
No, Boswell has really good defense.
Yeah, his base defense is really nice, so...
If he does carry something like the Thunder Punch, which Boswell does carry, like which can hit Celesteela as well, so it's not entirely out of the question, that would really help this matchup, but I think Tommy might favour the Leech Life instead in that slot.
Yeah, I think, you know, potential Waterfall probably going to come out.
Into the Muck slot, most likely,
Yeah,
we'll see how this goes. Does fire it into the Mug, that should just take it out.
Gonna drop that.
Nice.
No worries.
This still isn't too bad. Superpower into the
Gigalith.
Gigalith.
Superpower come out. That's an interesting play.
So strong from the
definitely take out
Buzzsaw.
that Gigalith, but it's going to lower its defenses here, so...
Yeah. The Beast Boost will equalize the attack, but the defense drop is frustrating here for Tommy, no doubt.
Going to increase that damage output by the Gyarados here. So we'll see how he plays with it. I think Gyarados in a really good position here. It's been able to threaten him with the Boswell and the Tapu Koko once it comes in with the Z-Tech Rage that it hasn't used yet, so...
Yeah, but because the Tapu Koko did Twinkle Tackle on the first turn, it still doesn't have that threat on the field. From Ben's side here, though, Gyarados should be able to close out the game, providing that this Buzzwole doesn't have a way to take it out in one hit, because Gyarados will outspeed both of these Pokemon and threaten knockouts, so...
I think it's coming down to...
Maybe it's a...
50-50.
I'm not sure how Buzzwole would take a Waterfall at -1, to be honest.
Interesting. Well, Boswell can't protect. It does have these soul-burst items.
Yeah, it's Ben can read into this Tapu Koko Protect if he chooses to, but I think it's really just a lot safer for him to go for the Waterfall.
You see the Earthquake?
The Earthquake.
Yeah, fair enough. Going to chip that Boswell and should pick up the KO of the Tapu Koko.
Yeah. See, that's like frustrating for Ben's side, I think, because Waterfall still won't KO the Buzzwole at this range, so if Poison Jab does enough to this Gyarados, which it really doesn't.
It's going to be hard for Tommy to pull this one back, I think.
I think Tommy has to go for the double protect here with the Tapu Koko.
Yeah, I think that's his only out.
Yeah, and then if he does get a poison on the Gyarados, and then with the Sandstorm damage, it could end up going down.
You also have to be aware of, that Sandstorm on his own Buzzwole, there. Potentially putting into that Waterfall KO range.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, we see the double protect here.
It does come out, yeah.
Definitely know what his outs are here. Trying to exhaust them. Earthquake should KO the Tapu Koko. Just comes down to whether this Boswell can pick up the KO. I don't think it can, maybe with a critical hit.
He does go for the Leech Life, so maybe this lets him hang on after the Waterfall. Well, that does do a decent amount of damage as well.
Yeah, even though it's not very effective.
This is a good play from Tommy, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, because if he does get the poison on the next turn, even maybe without it, he can take out the Gyarados. So it really will come down to how defensively trained this Buzzwole is, and because it is an Assault Vest item, maybe it is defensive enough to take
bit more defense,
Right, so a really tense turn here. The plays are quite obvious, but we'll have to just see how the rolls go. Gyarados protects.
Yeah, once they get some Sandstorm chip damage up from the Buzzwole, I think they're...
Yeah, this is smart from
very chances, very smart
Alright, so we'll really just come down to this Waterfall roll.
I think it should pick up the knockout.
Yeah, I would be
Gyarados
surprised.
being +1 and the Buzzwole at -1.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be able to hang on here.
Yeah, this is one of the drawbacks as well to using Superpower as your attacking move on Buzzwole.
So we see the Waterfall come out here. See if it will pick up the KO or not. Yeah,
it does.
Disappointing there. Well played by Ben. I think,
this was good from both.
Setting up that Dragon Dance early on, calling that, Voltage into Tapu Lele.
Yeah, really risky play from Ben there, absolutely. Yeah. In front of a Tapu Koko, just going for a boosting move with the Gyarados is really not what you want to do to have to secure your win, because that could just as easily have been Tommy's win, but well played by Ben to make the read on that.
Yeah, that's right. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Rain Lead come out from Tommy's side.
Maybe something to adjust, because Ben didn't lead that Gigalith.
That's right, the Gigalith's not being really,
Yeah, and not too much on his team wants to come in on a Hydro Vortex plus Brian combination.
Yeah, the Hydro Vortex plus Brian, really, really cool tech there from Tommy.
Yeah.
We'll be able to pick up.
Guys, bring those chairs around. Do you mind putting them back? Just when it starts to get a little busier, do you mind putting them back?
So game 2, we will see how both players try to adjust. I think the Tapu Koko from Tommy's side is really important for the Gyarados matchup here. And the Pelipper didn't do much last game, but being able to override Gigalith's Sand is really important because special attacks like the Tapu Koko's Thunder will do so much more to it in the rain.
Yeah, in the rain than it will in the sand, yeah, without that special.
Yeah. Buzzwole is a really hard decision for Tommy to make here, in my opinion, because of the double fairy and the Arcanine.
Yeah, the double Tapu and the double Intimidate as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if it's worth bringing it again. We see it drop that Gigalith, but apart from that, they're just kind of
Yeah, I suppose so.
So about to start game 2 here. Ben Kyoko taking the first set.
Yeah.
Tommy really needs to reverse sweep here to advance the top cut.
Yeah.
Top 4.
Really solid performances from both of these players throughout the day, to be honest. Tommy does lead with the rain here.
Yeah.
We'll see how Ben is ready for that. Gyarados. I think this is good from Ben because the Gyarados isn't particularly threatened here.
Yeah, it doesn't mind taking those Hydro Vortex, resisting those water attacks.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see if the combination of Hydro Vortex and Brian can pick up the KO.
I think Tommy has the option of Tailwinding here and going for the Hydro Vortex onto the Tapu Lele.
Yeah, I think that's probably...
Because we have seen that the Lele is a bit of a bulkier variant, just making sure that Tapu Koko will outspeed Gyarados when it comes in.
Yeah, definitely what Tommy needs to be going for here. Being able to take out that Gyarados without it, tearing through his team like it did last game.
Yeah, and you get to this point in the competition where most players will know each other's teams, just because it's been so many rounds of Swiss that Tommy most likely knows if that Hydro Vortex will KO. We did see his Golduck was quite bulky yesterday.
Gyarados switch out, probably going to come into that Gigalith slot. Yeah.
This is nice. This means that the Tapu Lele won't go down to a Hydro Vortex.
It should not go down here, given how bulky it is and the Sandstorm being up.
Yeah. And he does just go for it. So we'll see if he does target with the Brine into the Lele slot as well. Because I think that that might not even take it out with the Sand up, to be honest. There is also the option of him making the read and targeting the Gigalith slot.
Very nice. It is just going to Tapu Lele. Fairly safe play there.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see how much damage this does to... Oh, so much, even without the rain.
It's interesting, that Super Citrus, with the Brine, if it does target to Tapu Lele, they won't be doing 120. I think the Tailwind is the better play.
Yeah, and we do see Golduck take that Psychic like it did yesterday as well.
Yeah, very bulky variant of the Golduck here as well.
Yeah, and the Tailwind is a nice play here from Tommy. He just needs to make sure the Trick Room doesn't go up on Ben's side.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that's one of the advantages of bringing Buzzwole, in my opinion, because even though it is threatened by some things, it does threaten Ben's Trick Room so much, and Ben will most likely be bringing Gigalith and maybe even Porygon 2 to these games, so...
Set that Gigalith up in Trick Room.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fire up some powerful Rock Slides, get some Curses up, do some nice damage.
I think Tommy should probably try and preserve his Pelipper here.
Yeah, I think the Pelipper switching out is definitely good on Tommy's side. If he has that Buzzwole, it'll be interesting to see if he switches it or not, because I think the Psychic will come out of that Pelipper slot there. And
probably. With the chip damage breaking its potential Focus Sash, I'm not sure Tommy has a great way to get Pelipper out.
I don't think he has any potential free switches, so we're soon due to see.
Oh, and he hits the Hydro Pump on the Gigalith. That's really nice.
That's really handy, yeah.
Tommy's gotten quite unlucky with his Hydro Pumps this fall.
Brian also coming out.
And Brian into the Gigalith. That's fantastic from Tommy.
Yeah, very nice play there.
Yeah, so now with the speed advantage that he has and the Pokemon advantage generally, it should be really good.
Going for the Dazzling Gleam there.
Not a huge deal really, because Pelipper will stay around.
Yeah, that's right. Pelipper hangs around there. Picking up the K and the Golduck's nice.
Yeah.
Removing some Hydro Pump defensive pressure.
But now that it's blown its Hydro Vortex, it's not especially threatening,
Tommy's just happy to sack and get a free switch.
Yeah, absolutely. But I guess from Ben's side, you can't really just let his Pokemon sit around.
Yeah, that's right.
So what do you expect to come in here?
I think Tapu Koko from Tommy's,
Yeah, I think that's quite a safe switch.
Quite a safe switch, and it's going to threaten.
Yeah.
And
now that
the Tailwind has been set up, Gyarados.
Yeah, exactly. And now that Ben's Tapu Lele has used its berry, something like a Dazzling Gleam Brian might even just take it out.
That's definitely worth noting.
Yeah, we do also have to keep track of Ben's Tapu Koko carrying that Twinkle Tackle move, which does do a lot of damage to Tapu Koko, and probably with the Sandstorm will take it out.
Yeah, we'll take it out. That's that Sandstorm chip.
Also got to keep in mind that last game Tommy did just protect and not take much at all from that Twinkle Tackle, so maybe Ben might be a bit hesitant.
Firing into that slot there.
Also, there's an option that Dazzling Gleam plus Brian from the Pelipper slot might take it out. Even like a double protect to make Sandstorm chip go onto the Koko means he could get it below 50% and then the Brian would do more damage.
Yeah, that's right, Get boosted up to that 120 base power.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we'll see. Tapu Lele goes for protect. Probably because it's most immediately threatened. We'll see if he did go for the Brian here.
Brian goes.
Doesn't gleam. Not. Oh, it does not Coco below the 50%. Tommy's shaking his. Oh yes, he does target down that slot.
Ryan, yeah, should be
really well done from
really
Tommy.
well done. They're calling that protect on that Lele.
Oh, he's making really nice reads there.
Yeah, he's adjusted well game too, for sure.
Yeah, and Lele without its berry taking even more chip from the sandstorm is not helping Ben's positioning here. So Tommy looks really good in the second game. Yeah, and we do know Gyarados is in the back, so
yeah, that's right. I think it's looking
very strong in Tommy's favour.
Yeah, very strong in Tommy's favour. He definitely has that Pokemon out back, which we haven't seen yet. So
yeah, absolutely.
Interesting to see what he's decided to bring. If it is the potential Muck, dealing with that Gyarados will be his priority here, because the Muck can just come in and have no problems taking out that Tapu Lele.
Yeah, absolutely. Similarly, he could just take out the Tapu Lele and try conserve his Tapu Koko. Tommy's got a few answers here depending on what his Pokemon in the back is.
So the Tapu Lele goes for double.
Yeah, misses the double protect, and the Volt Switch does just take out the Gyarados.
Game to have done and dusted here.
Yeah, good read from Tommy here, but I'd be interested to see how this affects the rest of the match, because both times Ben has been threatened by the Tapu Koko's Thunderbolt with the Gyarados, he has kept it in, so that will weigh on both players in Game 3, trying to predict what the other's going to do in that situation. Because
mind games, definitely coming into it at this point in the game.
Yeah, it's really on a knife's edge, because after a Dragon Dance, Gyarados really threatens the Tapu Koko a lot.
Tommy's whole team, so...
Alright, so Tommy should just be able to clean this one up with the Muck.
Yeah, with the Muck Koko combination. Can't do much about this.
So in the next game, we have to think about how both players are going to adjust.
Yeah.
Ben letting his Gigalith go down that early is quite a big deal in my opinion.
Really turning point of the match there.
Yeah, because Tommy's rain mode really did so much this game, even though the weather should be unreliable. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, we see the forfeit from Ben.
Yeah, nice.
Understanding that. Yeah, you can't win this one. Let's play at 1-1 here at the moment.
Yeah, I think that Gyarados and Tapu Koko interaction will be really interesting in future rounds, as well as
Game 3.
The Twinkle Tackle as well is quite an interesting move to have.
Yeah, it was
this whole interaction has so many like 50-50 calls you gotta make.
It's definitely on a knife's edge.
I do like from Ben's side that he does have the Gigalith with that Twinkle Tackle. Like the combination of the both, with the Sandstorm chip, it will KO opposing Tapu Koko, so it's quite nice to have that in the back.
Definitely something I thought of that when building this team.
Yeah. Alright, so what do we expect to see from Tommy here?
I think we potentially see the Game 1 laid out again.
I think
expecting Ben to lead that Gigalith perhaps.
Is that the Muck Tapu Koko?
Yeah, the Muck Tapu Koko.
See, I think that's a really nice lead from Tommy here. It does cover both of the leads that Ben has made in these games so far. It's really nice from him. He also does have the option to switch in the Pelipper and go for a Thunder if the Gigalith does lead.
If the Gigalith does lead, which
so
very nice damage outside of Sandstorm.
I think that might even be a one-hit KO, to be honest.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see there.
Yeah, so we'll have to see if Tommy does go for this. I think that lead does cover the most options of Ben's, against Ben's leads. So.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go to Game 3 here, guys. 2017 International Championships.
Yeah, and after this we should be streaming Barasakos versus Davide.
Yeah, we will be streaming most of the games here today,
SVBGC versus Billa. So yeah, we should only have 2 top 8 games. We should have both of them most likely. Tapu Koko Gigalith from Ben's side.
And the Tapu Koko.
Yeah, I like this from Tommy a lot.
Yeah, this is quite nice.
And as well, like we said before, if he does switch in the Pelipper, the Twinkle Tackle won't take the Knuckle on Tapu Koko
without the Sandstorm
chip. Yeah.
That also sets up rain for the Golduck to come in and start threatening Ben's team.
I'd be really interested to see how Tommy does this. The Muck obviously does threaten Tapu Koko as well, as you mentioned. So and as well, the knockoff against the Gigalith is quite good as well.
Yeah, removing that super berry. Not letting it get 50% of its health back.
Yeah, Gigalith only having Rock Slide as its offensive mood really is quite questionable because it's not
there are no switches here from either side of the field.
Yeah. Both Tapu Kokos protecting, respecting how frail they are.
Yeah.
And the Muck. Nice from Tommy.
Nice,
good turn one. Knocking off the Aya Papa Berry, really good. And the Rock Slide will do quite minimal damage to Muck, I think. Yeah, having your only attacking move is a base 75 mode isn't too great. That is a little bit of damage. Still not bad from the Muck though, because it effectively does have 150% HP.
Yeah, that's right.
This interestingly might put it in range for a Twinkle Tackle KO though, not something we see too often, but it could do a lot of damage.
I think we'll potentially see the Pelipper switch on the Muck here this time,
Yeah, I think so. But taking out the berry on the Gigalith means that it's not as much of a threat, so maybe he doesn't have to make such a hard read like that to try and take out the Gigalith.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how it plays out. I think poison jabbing the Tapu Koko is quite strong.
Okay, see the Tapu Koko retreat here.
Yeah, I think if Tapu Koko does use its Z move as well, it's probably fine for Tommy if Muck goes down.
Yeah, getting the free switch in.
Maybe not. It will depend on if Tapu Lele is around as well.
Okay, so Giggle is switching out here, conserving that for later games.
Into the Gyarados.
Yeah, they're going to drop the attack.
Yeah, so the Twinkle Tackle into Tommy's Muck might be good for Tommy here, because he can get Tapu Koko back in against this Gyarados.
Yeah, which is definitely what he's doing.
Yeah. And the Twinkle Tackle does come out.
Yeah.
Not bad. We'll have to see how much this does to Muck. It's a little bit counterintuitive because Dazzling Gleam is quite a weak move and it is spread damage, so the increase in power between Twinkle Tackle and Dazzling Gleam is pretty huge. Oh, it hits the Pelipper slot. Oh, wow. So if Tommy does just go for a Poison Jab into Tapu Koko here, he's in a really strong spot.
Yeah, he's going to get some damage. Critical hit, not going to matter here with that sash.
No, absolutely not.
Poison Jab comes out.
This is really nice from Tommy. Yeah, good stuff. Oh, I'm not taking it out. Yeah, the Intimidate switching from Ben there really helping out. We will see if Tommy has something like the Shadow Sneak to take out the Tapu Koko, but I think Curse has been more favoured recently by a lot of players.
Yeah, he's a favourite more than Shadow Sneak. I think Ben's in a really good position here at the moment, though, you know. Both his Pokemon faster, threaten that the Waterfall onto the Muck in range, the Dazzling Gleam.
Yeah.
We'll proc the Super Citrus Berry, though. So
yeah, it will. But being able to make sure Pelipper doesn't... Oh, the critical hit on the Muck as well. And I expect Gyarados to Dragon Dance in this turn.
Yeah, pretty free Dragon Dance. That Gyarados, I think. Yeah, it does go for the Dragon Dance. Take that opportunity to set up.
Alright, I think it's interesting to see which slot Muck targets here, because he can maybe start trying to wear down the Gyarados, but he also has the free KO on the Tapu Koko isn't bad either.
Thanks, Jonathan. Get it out of the block.
With the Twinkle Tackle having been blown as well though, if Sand does come in, the Waterfall might not open Tommy's Tapu Koko, because this game it hasn't taken the Twinkle Tackle.
So see the Tapu Lele switch in here for the side of the field.
And Golduck does come in to take advantage of the rain. This is really nice, because he can target down that Tapu Lele slot, and if Gigalith does switch in, it's quite safe. Because it will just take out the Gigalith as well. Gyarados obviously threatening Muck here as well, however.
I think Ben potentially looking to protect that Lele this turn, you know, trying to take advantage of the +1 and the rain boost.
I would think so as well.
Nice Waterfall into either of these ones. Yeah, I think
we could just see Golduck Ice Beam the Gyarados here as well, but it would depend how risky Tommy has to play this. This is game 3 of top 8 though, so Tommy really
I think he's gonna
nothing to lose here.
Right.
Potential freeze on the Gyarados would probably seal up the game as well.
Yeah, we've seen a few of those go down for the past 3 days.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, so we'll see what Golduck does here. Oh, he switches out the Tapu Lele. I don't think this is very good from Ben. I think keeping up the rain is more beneficial for Ben than Tommy, Because now, if Tapu Koko can live a +1 Waterfall, that would be really nice.
See the Gyarados protects here.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to take any damage from the gold,
Tommy scalds into the Gyarados, nice play. Yeah.
Poison Jab it.
This is still fine for Tommy, because I don't think Gigalith is especially threatening here, and Tapu Koko might be able to live.
Golduck's still threatening that Water see there as well.
Yeah.
Being able to pick up that one.
Yeah, potentially. Oh no, the Twinkle Tackle hit the Pelipper slot, so there's no Gyarados Z move here, yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah, Golduck is... Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I think Tommy sort of wants to slowly let one of his Pokemon go down. He can't take a double KO, because then he won't be able to finish up the game.
But he can't afford to switch in and take chip damage.
Yeah, absolutely not. So I think...
try and get him one in free here. See the Earthquake come out.
Neither of them protecting. Oh, he attacks his own Gigalith at +1. Oh, nearly going down. Oh, and Muck as well.
That's something...
oh, this is really good for Tommy, in my opinion. I think the Scald onto the Gyarados. Does he get the burn? Oh, he does not. And the Poison Jab does come in.
Does he get the poison?
Nah, neither.
Okay, Golduck.
The Muck avoiding less important, of course, because it will go down to Sandstorm this turn, but helpful on the Golduck, absolutely.
On the Golduck is definitely important. I think maybe that was something Ben's calced for, hit the +1 Earthquake, being able to, quake against his own Gigalith without knowing the rolls on it, so he can work himself into, those positions where he doesn't have to protect, he can afford to Rock Slide and get some more offensive pressure while being able to take that.
He probably had a good gauge of how much that would do to his own Gigalith.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, so we'll have to see here if the Gyarados can take out the Tapu Koko.
I think it's just free to Earthquake in this Gyarados at +1. I think it just...
We'll have to see. It is spread move and non-stab, so we'll have to see how it goes down. The Golduck, of course, is threatened here by the Earthquake as well, so we'll see. I think the Earthquake would absolutely take out the Golduck.
Okay, Gyarados going to protect here.
Oh, interesting. I suppose the Tapu Lele coming...
chip damage up as well on that Koko.
Yeah, the double protect.
Protecting Koko.
Yeah, we'll see which slot the Golduck... Oh, the Golduck's firing off a Z move here.
Maybe into that Gyarados, potentially.
Potentially, just trying to wear it down.
Yeah, wear it down. Maybe get a critical hit or something.
Ooh, interesting from Tommy. I think the critical hit would probably help a lot. Absolutely help a lot, yeah.
Yeah, Golduck's, not a happy Pokemon at all. Okay, it is going into that Gyarados protect.
I'm not going to do too much here. This is a good play from Tommy, but Ben reading it with the protect is also nice.
Yeah, that's right.
I think the Earthquake would just take out the Golduck, so I'm not entirely sure if that's necessary from Ben's side.
Golduck.
Yeah, Golduck will go down. Oh, 1 HP.
Yeah. 1 HP guys.
Yeah, it's 1 HP because it does 10 damage, yeah. Alright.
There we go.
Yeah, good call there.
I didn't expect that coming.
Alright.
Yeah, so we'll Gyarados is free to Earthquake here, once again.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Threatening so much pressure here.
Yeah, he needs to know how much this Earthquake is going to do.
I think at +1 it should pick up the Tinko on the Tapu Koko.
Yeah, but you've got to consider that if he is going to outspeed Tapu Koko, he's running the Jolly nature, so without the Adamant...
Koko for a double attack. Gyarados fine off the Earthquake. Let's see if he can pick up the Gyarados here.
Yeah.
Big turn. Yeah, it's going to drop that Koko here.
Yeah, pretty easy.
Third and final game, going to Ben Kiriakou. Knocking out Tommy Coolin of Top Cut. Two players embracing each other. It's been good to see the spirit of the game coming out here.
Really good sportsmanship. I think Tommy had quite a rough matchup here with the Gigalith, but Ben definitely playing really well with his Gyarados in both games.
Yeah, definitely identifying that, setting up that